I'm Lydia, senior editor of myhomeideas.com. I got a 42-inch plasma TV for Christmas, which was great, but now I want to put it in my living room, which is my favorite room in the house, and I've got to figure out a way to rearrange this room to accommodate this large television. I have these two sofas flanking the fireplace, but now I want to change that so that the TV is the focal point of the room. The mantelpiece has just become a place where I store fragile things, and they're in no particular order, and it's a mess, and I know that it could look better. On my bookshelves, I've got 5 years worth of books that I've been collecting, and they've not been put on in any particular order. Now they're just stacked up in this messy arrangement, and I know that could look better too. The other problem I have in this room are toys. I have a 2-year-old, and his toys are all over this room, and I need a way to organize them and store them in here so that I don't have to take all his toys back to his room. And I need a storage system that looks pretty and that sort of works with this room. I haven't had a rug in this room because I have 2 dogs and a cat and a toddler, but I think there are now new natural fiber rugs that are really resistant to dirt and stains, and so I'm going to try to find something that would soften this room and make it a little bit more warm and cozy. I have basically no budget for this room makeover, so I'm going to try to use things I have around the house, rearrange the things I do have in here, and use low-cost solutions to improving the function of this room. All right, I'm ready to get started. I'm so excited that maybe by tonight we'll have a great new room where we can hang out as a family and watch that big TV. We moved our sofas down into the corner of the living room so that they're oriented on the TV. We got this great shag carpet and put it in here. It's small, it was not expensive, and it really warms and cozies up the room and gives a great texture on the floor. I went digging around and found some old pillows that came with this sofa, and I had put them away because they kept ending up on the floor. But I like now how they add a little interest on that sofa. And then we brought in these other really wonderful, colorful pillows that add a lot of pattern and contrast and interest on this sofa and really dress it up. And I think this is now my favorite place to sit in this house. This is a great old seagrass storage box, actually, but it's sort of a rickety place to put down a drink. And so we put this silver tray on top and arranged some things on it so that it's got a hard surface, a place to put things, and then arranged a little vignette on top just to make it pretty. On the wall, I collected all the pictures from all over the house that were smaller, and I hung them in what's called salon style. You don't have to measure so much or be so careful, but you arrange them over the wall, and I think it gives a wonderful, personality-filled, interesting wall without having to buy one big painting. On the bookshelves, we brought in a collection of boxes I've been collecting over the years and scattered them around in the books, and then it leaves room for you to put objects in, like framed photographs of ancestors and family friends. The space over the mantel was really large and tall and really hard to fill without a big piece of artwork. So we put up a pair of framed photographs and some really tall vases to try to fill in some of that space. The vases are of this wonderful carved wood. They're really warm, they have a lot of texture, and then they bring out the texture in the spine of the books and also pick up some of the brown tones in the fabrics in the rest of the room. Before, the toys were all over the place. I needed an easy way to clean up really quickly. These 2 big baskets allow me to just pitch everything in there. It probably takes less than 2 minutes to clean up the entire room. From the wall behind the television, we took those 2 big photographs to put on the mantel, so we had a big blank space there. And this mirror was hanging somewhere else in the house, and it's just perfect there because now it creates a group of 3 with the TV and the other painting next to it. And this is just a good principle in design to cluster things in odd numbers. I am so excited about my new room, and I'm so thrilled that I didn't spend a lot of money, didn't take a lot of time, just used what we had around the house, rearranged some things, brought a few new things into this room, and really gave it a total transformation.